As far as the whole season, this is a major rehearsal for the Atlantic 10 meet. That's what we do all year, and this is a great opportunity. It's in the same format over 3 days. It's a trial finals meet, which means the team, the kids are getting up in the morning, they're getting up again at night, they're warming up, warming down all week long, and we really see where we are and what we need to do for the next 3 months.
It's really a good checkpoint for us mid-season, so we can see how the kids are doing. It's not as much about winning the invite as it is about seeing how the kids are swimming in specific events. So as we start to focus on the Atlantic 10 meet, I know what events to be putting kids in so we can score the most points. So it'd be nice to go for the win, but it's more about seeing individual performance.
This meet's really, we rest, and everyone, you put on your fast suits to the knees, they're super tight, and everyone just gets really ready and up for it. So it's a really exciting meet. You have to make sure you're resting a lot and getting in the food that you need, and make sure you're getting up and warming up as much as possible and doing everything you need to do to be ready to swim. We practice this all the time on Wednesday mornings. We do lactate sets where it's kind of like you're racing, except you're doing more. So everyone's got to just know what they need to do to warm up and get really excited for the meet.
It's exactly like A10s, and it's the only meet that we'll have like that all year. So it's pretty important. It helps us understand that an A10 meet is not one on the first day, the second day, or the third day. It's the whole meet combined, and so you can't just have one good session as a swimmer in order to win a meet or to win a championship.
They got to learn how to concentrate and stay intense for a longer period of time, because maintaining intensity through a 3-day meet is a lot harder than a 1-day meet. So I think that's the first thing that's hard for them. Secondly is you get more fatigued, and after 3 or 4 sessions the fatigue starts to set in, and that's why we practice so hard, so that you can swim fast under fatigue conditions.
Basically the same, but this one we typically have a more lighter atmosphere because it's not A10s, it's not our championship meet. So we try to have a lot of fun at this, and our goal for A10s is to bring our BU atmosphere to A10s.
I think it can change the game plan a little. I mean, it's a good idea to see where we are. What do we need to do? Do we need to do more starts, turns, more aerobic, more anaerobic? I mean, it really gives us a real good framework for where we are. Plus, we get to see the freshmen with a little rest under their system for the first time, and we really have an opportunity to just evaluate where we are and what we're doing and what we need to do.
Day one against BU, we didn't get the win we wanted, and we went all the way to Binghamton where we were probably down most of the meet, and then that last day stepped up, did what we needed to do to get the win. So that right there is just, both came down to the last relay, and we won one and we lost one. So it's something that I'm proud of, something that we can surely show that we grew as a team.
We've had a great, I call it the preseason, even though we've been competing. It's been a great preseason. The kids have been competitive in practice and competitive in competition. I thought we did a nice job pulling out a close meet against Binghamton. When I challenged them after 2 sessions, we were a little bit shaky, and the 3rd session they really brought it together. So I'm pleased with where we're at. We've got a long way to go still.
I think we're probably the closest group of guys that we've had in the first 3 years I've been here. Everybody gets along well. Everybody knows when to step up when they need to. We practice as 3 separate units, 4 separate units sometimes, but within the whole team, we act as one all the time.
We've had some great meets. We had 2 meets in a row go down to the last relay, and they responded very, very well in both of them. And that's what I like to see. I like to see how they handle close situations.
So after this, we know we have a lot of more hard work till A10s. So it's really exciting to get to rest and see what you've been you're putting your work so far and see what you can do. But we also know that we have to work really hard before A10s again when we're in Puerto Rico.